Hi everyone, I am Excelsior Jennings with the Baker Hughes Company. This reading bookmark is being brought to you by the Black Employee Network within Baker Hughes in partnership with the Emancipation Park Conservancy. This quarter we are reading the book Juneteenth, a children's story, written by Opal Lee, illustrated by Peter Visca. Enjoy.
The children asked, "Grand dear Opal Lee, what does it say?" "Juneteenth, a children's story. That's the title of the book," she replied. "Grand dear, can you please read the book to us?"
Over 200 years ago, people who looked like me were slaves. Someone may have read to you the stories from the Bible about slaves in Egypt, but they were not like these slaves. Men from this country and other countries stole people in Africa from their fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters.
They chained them up and brought them across the ocean in ships. That's a lot of water and a very long trip. Some did not make it. The enslaved Africans were forced to work very hard for no pay and were not treated fairly. Life was not good for them.
There was a US president, like President Barack Obama, named Abraham Lincoln, who declared slaves would be free on January the 1st, 1863. This was called the Emancipation Proclamation.
The enslaved waited at churches all night long on New Year's Eve to see how freedom would come. These were called watch night services, and many churches still hold them today.
The United States was so big that Texas did not get enforcement of the Emancipation Proclamation for 2.5 years after slavery had ended.
U.S. colored troops and Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, and on June 19, 1865, read General Order Number 3 to the people that were there. Then he nailed it to the door of what is now Reedy Chapel AME Church. General Granger declared, "All slaves are free."
The slaves were so excited, they started celebrating, and we've been celebrating ever since.
Every year since, there have been celebrations, and the formerly enslaved put on their best clothes, dressed to the nines, to celebrate their freedom.
This day was called Juneteenth and is celebrated in the United States and around the world.
Juneteenth Notice Board. Each year on the 19th of June, people celebrate the ending of slavery with festivals, concerts, and educational activities. There are 49 states that officially observe Juneteenth as a holiday. Why not all the states?
On June 17, 2021, President Joseph Biden signed the Juneteenth Independence Day Act into law that established June 19th of every year a new federal holiday. Now Americans everywhere can celebrate freedom from the 19th of June to the 4th of July. While the celebration of June 19th or Juneteenth originated in Texas because it was a day when actual enslaved people were freed through the enforcement of the Emancipation Proclamation in the state of Texas, celebrating is in no way limited to Texas. There were several people from all over the nation involved with delivering the news of freedom to the enslaved in Texas. For example, the U.S. Colored Troops, USCT, were units from Illinois and New York. General Gordon Granger was from New York as well.